Hey, what's up? Jacob with How I Roll Sports. Today we're going to show you the REHASENSE PAWS Cruiser 16-inch device. But we have two of them, same PAWS Cruiser 16-inch, but this is the manual version and this is the quad version. I'm going to explain the differences between the two. If you have full hand function, the manual's for you. Acceleration's right here. You grip it, you turn it. The mounting mechanisms manual, you do it with your hands, and then lifting the frame up is also manual, and you're off to the races. For the quad version, the biggest differences are the adaptability with the acceleration. So this device allows a quad to not have to grip and turn here. You can push with your palm for acceleration, and you push with your palm to brake. So that's huge. The other big difference is that the quad version has battery powered automated clamps. So once you get your frame inside the clamps, you hit a button up here and it clamps automatically, and then it's actually going to lift the front of your chair off the ground automatically, so you do not have to use any arm strength to do that. So that's for a quad who needs that assist and can't manually clamp it. There is something in the middle. If you are a quad and you have the strength to manually clamp it, you have the strength to manually lift once it's clamped, but you don't have this, there is a little attachment you can get for the manual version. It's a little piece of plastic, has a little wing that comes off here, and you can accelerate that way. So those are the biggest differences between the manual and the quad version. One other option when building your REHASENSE PAWS device, all the different sizes, 12, 14, 16, and 20-inch PAWS devices, they come usually with a cruiser touring tire, this type of tread. You can upgrade and change to a knobbier tread, potentially for off-road style terrain. So this is the same device, different tires. You can see a bit of a height difference in these two devices. These are both 16-inch REHASENSE PAWS cruisers. So tire modification is on the order form when you custom build yours at How I Roll Sports. All the manual PAWS, REHASENSE PAWS devices clamp the same way. Basically roll your chair in, you see the frame is inside the clamps. Once it's inside, just clamp it, easy. My casters are still on the ground. What you're going to do is push here with your thumb, your left thumb, push forward, lifts up, and now you see my casters are off the ground. So now it's rear wheels, one front wheel. You no longer have to worry about your casters getting caught on anything, and you're off to the races. Yeah. And when you're finished using the device, it's super easy to detach. You just do everything in reverse. You push here with your left thumb, the device goes down, see the caster wheels touch the ground, and then you just unclamp. You roll it forward, super easy. Now for the quad battery assist clamp and lift model, it's done a little differently. You're first going to press this red button, and then right here there's a button for clamping and unclamping. So I'm going to roll in, put my frame in between the clamps, and I'm just going to tip this button to the clamp. You're going to see it clamp down automatically, both sides. That's battery powered, and then you're going to watch it lift. Super cool. So now you're off to the races. You put it in gear, forward, backward. And when you want to detach the device, you do everything backwards. So you put this in the middle setting, you hit this red button, and then you push it to the right, which is to unclamp after it drops down. You'll watch it drop down, and then you'll watch the clamps come undone. One, two, and then you just roll it forward. That is it. Now we do get asked a lot of questions about how to set this device up to clamp and fit your specific wheelchair. It's super easy. This one's fit for my chair. My tubes and your tubes might not be the same width or the same thickness. As far as the tube thickness, mine's 1.25 inches. If yours was, let's say, 1 inch, you would take this cap off, make this a little tighter. Now the clamp is tighter for 1 inch. So, you know, depending on your chair, you get a new chair, you can always readjust this for whatever wheelchair you're attaching it to, which is really cool. As far as the width goes, these quick releases come down, you can make this wider, right? So let's say you had a wider chair, now it fits a wider chair. If you want it to be further away or closer, depending on how far out the front of your frame is, you adjust this with this right here, and you can also tip them forward or backwards with this right here. So depending on the front angle of your frame, this right here, and once you dial it in and you tighten everything, it's plug and play. You never have to mess with that again. There's some little spacers, not spacers, just placeholders. So wherever your width is, you lock in a little spacer. So you take these off for travel and transit. This little spacer locks in wherever you want it to be for your chair. And then when you put it on, you don't have to remember the setting. You just push it right to where it stops. You lock it up, and you are ready to go. Super easy. The REHASENSE PAWS devices also come with some customizable features and settings, which is really cool. You hold the minus and the plus, and it goes to user settings. You hit enter. All these different settings you want to modify to optimize it for you specifically. Traction control, if you put that to level 10, when you floor it, it doesn't go super quick right away. If you put it to level 1, it takes off right away. So when you receive the device, it'll be on level 10. It's a slow start, which is good for beginners. Cruise control settings, you can set the speed, the intervals that it goes up and down. There's a walk function. Right now it's on 3 miles per hour. When you hit this walk function right here, on and off, the device will just go to whatever speed it's set at. For instance, if you like to go for walks with your kids, your significant other, you can set it for 1 mile per hour. When you turn it on, the device will just go 1 mile an hour. You'll be able to go at a walking pace with your significant other. Motor brake, it's a battery, it's an electronic brake. You can turn it on or off. The e-brake, basically it's a button instead of the manual brake. It's a button brake, and it controls, the level controls how much brake it applies when you hit the button. Color theme, self-explanatory. You can change the color of the device. The user setting screens. Language, brightness, remaining distance, trip resets, the speed in unit, mile per hour, kilometers per hour, temperature. Auto power off is a good feature. You can set, if you don't use the device, it'll automatically turn off after a certain amount of time. There's a bunch of settings, so it's really cool. You just kind of set it to optimize for your own personal use. Under dealer settings, we have the authorization to provide and input a password. You can sign a waiver, and then you have the ability to increase the max speed on this device by a few miles per hour, and also adjust the 3 to 5 gears and the gear ratio. So basically how many miles per hour in each gear. It's preset in first gear for 1 mile per hour to 4 miles per hour. Second gear is 5 miles per hour to 8 miles per hour. And third gear is 9 miles per hour to 12 miles per hour, I believe. But you can modify all those gears, which is really cool just for customizing for your own personal use. So that's the device, that's the settings. It's super personal to each user. So both the manual and the quad version have the option to add these accessories. They're pretty cool if you want to be able to, this device is relatively heavy. If you want to be able to have some assistance in lifting it in your car, keep these in the back of your car, the back of an SUV, back of a van. when you want to lift it and put it in your van, you back the device up to your van, you put these in, and then you would you'd back it up to your van, you'd lift from the front and roll it back into your car. So this kind of assists. You don't have to pick it up completely by hand. You can just lift it from the front. This will be over the back of your car, and you roll it into your car, and you roll it out as well. And then when you want to use the device, obviously you take these off and leave them in the car. Pretty cool. Another cool accessory is this bag mount. It would mount right here in front of the battery for whatever you'd like to carry for the day. So that's available as well. You can custom build yours on our website, How I Roll Sports. You can add all the accessories you'd like and check out easy at the end.